What is up, guys? This is Darius Gamer back with another video. So y'all, in today's video we are on Marvel New Journey, and we are going to be going over a couple things. Before we get started, make sure you guys go ahead and like this video. Make sure y'all subscribe, y'all, and let's get right into it. I don't really have a set goal yet still for what I want to hit next on YouTube. As you guys know, I will be getting married pretty soon, and I'm very excited and I cannot wait. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the rise and fall of Marvel New Journey, now called New Journey, and why the game pretty much died out. Okay, so if we go look right now, the game currently has about 137 players, which you know is very low for New Journey. I'm sorry if y'all heard that in the background. That's my fiance over here being silly. I love him so much. But yes, you guys. So New Journey, it's at 137 players, active players, and as you guys know, that's pretty low for their game. Well, I mean, not now, but Marvel New Journey used to be one of the games that was the top tier, top iconic Marvel game on Roblox. There was no other game above Marvel New Journey, as we all know. So give me 1 minute, guys. All right, y'all. So I'm back. Okay. So, yes, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So, also, y'all, this is all just my personal opinion, my thoughts, as to why it is the way it is. So these are all from me. I didn't. There's no like official source or book, but just me personally as a New Journey player and as a OG when it comes to a lot of these games when they first came out. Well, at least the revamp version. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. So, first and foremost, lack of updates and the space between the updates that it took for each one to come out. So, like I was saying, you guys, with that, there were a lot of times where it would take months for a new update to come out, and the new update didn't really include much all of the time. Sometimes it could be a new character or a revamp or a new skin or something like that, but it still kind of took a while for it to get here, and that kind of did make some of the hype for each one go down. And since things were so spaced out, people started to lose interest at times before we officially got it. So I definitely think lack of updates and space between the updates is something, and that's definitely one of the biggest things when it came to seasonal things. Like, there's no reason why we would have the Christmas update and map at the very end of December going into January, almost February. Like, in my opinion, I think that things like that should be handled and taken care of and ready for the first of that month. So when December 1st hits, I think that's when the Christmas update should be introduced, added in, snow map, everything. So the whole month of December is for, that holiday, and they have time to get to something else. So same thing for Halloween. There's a reason why we had the Halloween update in Thanksgiving, but we didn't have it during like the whole month of October. So like things, I think if they were kind of planned out or ready in advance, it would be a lot better, for the players when they released a lot quicker, and it would probably bring in a couple more players to join in and just play the game. So yeah, shorter update time should be what's added in. Next up is lack of characters. And now I know some people are going to say that we have plenty of characters, but honestly we really don't. If you look at and what I mean by lack of characters, I mean like think outside of the box. If we look at this list, of course it's mostly females, but they're all like the basic characters that you would see in any other Marvel game. I would say the only exception being Monica Rambeau. You don't see her much. Quake and Audrey's her own custom. Celine, like there's a couple in here who you wouldn't see in other games or expect to see in other games. But with this one, where I say lack of characters, I mean in general, like there is so many characters in the Marvel universe that you could choose from, and we're stuck with the same couple ones you know, that we've always had, and the same couple ones were added to every other game. Let me get away from them. But yes, so like I said, um, lack of characters. So we are stuck using these same people, and we definitely should get better. Next up is lack of creativity, and this also goes hand in hand with the characters because with what we've seen where the direction they're going in that I made a video about a while ago that we have not seen anything else about yet. We see how they already started the crossover thing with like DC and the Vampire Diaries universe. And in my opinion, I think we moved on a little too quick. Even though New Journey has been out for a while and been revamped, we still have only had the same base characters to go off of, which is why, you know, these two are tied hand in hand. So creativity, I think that with the variety of Marvel characters we have in different teams, such as the X-Men, Avengers, Fantastic Four, stuff like that, they definitely could have added so many more Marvel characters, such as we have Quicksilver, but such as Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer, Jubilee, Havoc, Wolverine. Like, there's so many mutants, so many Avengers, like the Hulk, you know, Fantastic Four members, Mr. Fantastic, the Thing. Like, there's so many people who could have been added before they decided to introduce DC and TVDU characters like Zatanna and Hope Michelson, which is a NPC in the game, and they also are working on a TVDU game as we speak. So that's another thing. So again, I think that we could have expanded a little bit more and juiced out Marvel a little bit more before going into the whole multiversal game saga type thing, and that's another reason why they removed Marvel from the title, so they can start going into their multiversal era, in my opinion. Again, y'all, this is all alleged in my opinion only. So lack of creativity. Again, they should have did a lot of different things with Marvel characters before moving on and adding in other people. So I do think they dropped the ball with that one, unless they plan on still adding them in, but at a later point in time. So yes, so we went over lack of updates, lack of characters, we went over lack of creativity, and the next one that I think is one of the biggest ones that I have noticed, especially with me talking to the community as a whole, whether it's in my community tab, in a video, or just anywhere else on Discord, Insta, wherever I talk. One of the biggest reasons that the game has dropped that we have all seen is because Marvel New Journey decided to bring back all the limiteds now, and that is a heavy one to talk about because it's kind of complicated. So for us as the players, we all knew that New Journey was the game where they actually stuck to their word like every single time. They never went back on their word. Unlike other games, other people, if they say something's limited, it's actually limited in this game. That's the way it was before anything else. In other games, it was not the case. So that was one of the reasons why people enjoyed this game so much, because if you are a player who has played this game for so long and you were here during the time where the game wasn't as big and you got access to limiteds because you actually put faith into the game early and you love the game that much that, you know, oh yeah, I was here when, you know, not a lot of people were on it as much, so I got this, I got that. That's good. You know, you get that because you supported the game at a early stage. And the people who come later, of course, they might want it, but they didn't know about it, they weren't here during that time. So of course they can get other things, but as far as the OG limiteds, no, they should not get those. And so they put those back on sale, and it seems like once they did that, the game, that was definitely one of the biggest ball drops for the player count. And I noticed it personally how far it dropped. And the main people who would use their people that were always taken by these new gen players who are always very, very, very toxic, and it's very hard to play with these characters that are very limited that you spent your good hard earned Robux on. So yes, definitely bringing back limited / OG characters for everybody to play. And yeah, because they're toxic new gens and they steal all the slots and everything like that, and they don't know how to act. So that's that one. Next up is the lack of events. I feel that if we had more game events where owners hosted something like a giant Civil War something like that, just some kind of big game event where they posted about it, hosted it, and it was really nice. Out of the box, it's not the same old. Then I definitely think that the game would have been better off. But since we didn't have that, the community kind of just dried out. They do talk on the Discord server, but as far as actually playing the game, nobody really has a reason to play unless they're like bored or just new to it in general. So that is another one that I did want to touch on as far as that goes. And yeah, lack of events. Last but not least, for the reason why the game has dropped in players, and it's had a couple issues, and one of the most important reasons is the lag. There are a lot of people with lower end PCs or the mobile devices or whatever the case may be that cannot afford to get something that's like very high top tier and branded, and they lag constantly with the game, even with all these settings to turn things down. It's just that there's so many things on the map that makes the map so big, and then plus all the abilities and things being used at the same time, it kind of makes it hard for players to play and actually enjoy the game. They're lagging so much, they rage and they quit. And y'all know, my fans know that I've been one of those people. There's been so many times where I lag because my laptop is really really old. I do plan on getting a new one soon, but mine is really old, and I do plan on getting a new one soon, but there's just not much I can do on the game when I'm recording videos and being on Discord at the same time to get help with videos because of the lag. So yeah, and that's pretty much it for the reasons the game has kind of died off. Now, next is the category of how to bring the game back. Oh, also when it comes to that, actually, yeah, we're gonna talk about it in here. So ways to bring the game back and make it do what it do like it used to do, and just have it better in general. Give me one. All right, I'm back. Now these are the ways to bring the game back. One, I would say push out some updates and push them faster, whether it's just optimization, new skins, base skins like ordinary skins that can be just coins, y'all, not Robux but coins. I feel like that will kind of make things better if we just start slowly pushing out new updates, even if they're not too big, just things that are nice enough to get people to be interested and want to join back and actually play. Um, Next up is introduce new Marvel characters. There's so many to choose from. I've talked about this before. I made plenty of videos on characters to add. You guys know I love doing those top 10 characters to add to certain games. And so yeah, I think they should actually work on that and bring in different people, unique people that are not just witches, that are not just females, that are not just top tier. And also they really do not need to be Robux. I think they should be coins or free, because we do need more free characters for the people who can't afford them. Next up is boost the creativity. Take Marvel New Journey back to its roots and base, so introduce new systems, new maps and things to make it fun, and I definitely think that will bring in more people. And what I mean when I say creativity and boost it is, like, you guys know when New Journey first came out with the revamp, and I posted so many videos about it. The map was very optimized. The map was smaller. It wasn't too big, but it was really nice. Like, and a lot of the things that we see in other games now, Marvel New Journey did it first. It's between a couple of different Marvel games. We have Marvel Enhance, and then of course, like I said, Marvel New Journey are two of the ones who have original ideas that were taken and used other places, because that creativity was just there. So I think they should bring that back. Next up is I would say keep your word. If something is limited, it definitely should be limited. And if something happens like a lockdown, anything like that, I do think that there should just be new limited or new characters added to become limited, and the old one should not be back for everybody to get access to. The only way I can see that happening is if the ones who did lose their stuff, had proof of losing it and they got it back that way. I don't think it should be put back on for everybody, and it's not fair for the ones who actually bought all the game passes to have to go back and rebuy every single game pass that they bought limited, especially when it's over like between 600 to 1,000 Robux. So yeah. Next up is start doing more events. raids, and boss fights. And this is one I definitely like because rewards can come from it. So server events like maybe Thanos coming as a boss, raids where there's like zombies coming, and like these are ideas that I have for my game that I'm just giving them just in case they did need something. So server events, raids, boss fights, things like that to give you rewards, whether it's just cosmetic, coins, spins, whatever. I think those would be really nice to add in. And last but not least, for ways to bring the game back is to shrink the map. Please shrink this map and optimize it the same way the first map was. Um, the first map was very optimized. It was cute. It was not really laggy. And instead of making the map big like this, it should be made to where you know how we can teleport to like Limbo and other places with what's their names, with Madeline Pryor, and of course Magic when she's going to be here, and the other dimension like Audrey's. I think that they should reduce the size of the map and then make it to where we can just teleport to other places with certain characters or take them or certain ways. So that's definitely what I think should be done. Now, to sum it all up, the video again is not about hate or anything like that. Of course, I still love the game, still friends with the owners, but this is just my opinion. My opinion on why I think the game fell off to a certain extent, and what I think we can do to make it better. And I know people have lives to live; they do things outside of Roblox and gaming, and of course, I get that because I myself, like I said, I'm getting married very soon. But I do think that there are things that can be done to prevent certain fall offs or to make things a little bit better for the community, especially when your community is a big part of your income. So with that being said, make sure you guys like this video, make sure y'all subscribe, let me know what y'all think down below. Let me know if y'all agree with everything I said, or if you disagree, or just whatever you think. I want to know. I want to hear every single thing y'all have to say in the comments, and maybe they can look at it too. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video.